Hey everybody, I finally made it back to doing one of these. Yeah, I apologize for the long wait. It has been kind of a rough couple of weeks for me personally. So I finally made it back. Anyway, enough of that bull. Today, we're going to talk about... I didn't do it on purpose. I've been trying to actually watch this movie for like the past 3 weeks. Like, I've been trying to do this. And then, like, which really kind of sucks, we're doing the Street Fighter. If you don't know, Sonny Chiba died no more than like maybe a week ago from right now. So like, yeah, that sucks. And I really wish I had been on more episodes or like even gotten my ass in gear to do this thing before, whatever. But enough of that. We're going to go ahead and just get into it. I'm going to show you the trailer real fast, and we're going to get right back to where we were. So let's switch over. Has it been a month? Fuck me. All right. It's been a month. It has been a month. I didn't think about it. Yeah. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start this trailer. Oh, this is the whole movie. Never mind. Here we go. Here's the trailer. Let's do the trailer. Oh, you guys see it? There it is. Okay. That scene is actually really good. I was like, what?
6'6" of half-breed fury, but he's got a little problem. He has a hard time making friends.
You tell that bitch who sent you here.
What?
How sorry I am I can no longer be her friend.
All the teeth.
The Street Fighter.
I love that fucking theme though. Okay, yeah, that's enough. We're gonna go ahead and get into the tallies, and I'm gonna gush. So ready? Here we go. Let's go ahead and... How many people felt the insane power of the Street Fighter in their final moments? Let's get into our body count.
That body count. That body count.
Yes, B-Rob, this is the OG Street Fighter. I'll explain. There's a bit in there that kind of made me think about the Jean-Claude Van Damme Street Fighter, but I'll get to that later. I laughed for like 5 minutes after I thought about it. But 30 guys died. 30. That's a lot. One of the deaths, I had to physically stop and go, did this motherfucker just kill someone by ripping off their ball bag? I'm sorry, what? Let's go ahead and get into our favorite subject, the nudity. Let's get skin deep.
It's about to get skin deep. I just wanna see a little peek. Just show me that booty. Just a little bit of titties. Right now, right now.
Okay. Zero. There is a bit of an issue. He's not, I'll explain. 0. Thank God it's 0. And yes, 30 by his hands. Okay, there's like 4 or 5 that got shot by bad guys from other clans, but the rest are all hands. Hands. He was serving up, like, his hands were Pokemon, and everyone was catching them all. All right, let's find out who our favorite character is in the movie. Our shining star, my shining star at least. Let's go ahead and get into our Joe Grizzly Award.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Joe Grizzly, bitch.
For my Joe Grizzly, here, I'm going to switching over, and we're going to go take a look and see if we can find my man. His name is called the Blue Dragon. Or, well, I called him the Blue Dragon because he has this knife that he pulls out and is like, I'm not even going to use the blue dragon on you. And I was like, okay. That is clearly red, bro. That is very much red. Are you... It might have been a dubbing issue, but my man was real serious about whipping out his blue dragon. Oh, there it is. That's the blue dragon. That is clearly red. That is clearly red. So, okay. Don't whip out your blue dragon. But the reason I chose him is because right? That's a story in its own. The reason I chose him is because sometimes there's a character who really helps push the story along. And a lot of the times, even when the character gets stuck, they'll be like, no, here we can do this and move that. And they're like, oh, you've helped with exposition or inconvenience, or you added more plot to the story. And like Mr. Blue Dragon here, he's like, all right, one scene. One scene. They got him tied to a tree, beating his ass up with a stick, right? He's like, the Street Fighter's caught. And it's like, they got a gun to his head. Here, I'm gonna switch over and see if I can, I'm still here? Yeah, let's see if they have it. Oh wait, it's in the beginning part. This part, right there. Oh, there it is. Like, literally had a gun to his head in the beginning. Okay. They're not going to show the whole thing? Okay. Then go back to that trailer. Whatever. Okay. Anyway. There, right there in the trailer. They have a gun to his head. And Mr. Blue Dragon's like, no. What we need, let him at least try to defend himself. Then I'll kill him. It's like, and he cuts the ropes with the blue dragon, which is clearly red. And the story continues. What? Why did you do that? You literally just made the whole job. You just made the job harder. Anyway, moving on. Final verdict time. Here it comes. All right. First things first. This movie gets 2 knee pads. It's a classic. It is classic kung fu. It is classic martial arts movie. Sonny Chiba. There are 3 names now. Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, and Jet Li that we were talking about earlier about classic martial artists who everyone knows. Sonny Chiba should be on this list. If you don't know him, then you should know him. Just from this movie that I've seen. I need to watch more Sonny Chiba movies. There, I said it. My bad. I hate when this happens. I'm supposed to be a movie guy, and I stumble upon a movie that's like, oh, why have I not seen this before? I'm a dummy. I should watch all of these movies now. The story goes, and I'm going to do my best to try and get this down because we're already at 10 minutes. All right. The story starts here. Let's switch over, and I'll get into the guy. All right. So, I will explain the ball bag rip. Yes, I will. Okay. All right. So, the story follows Terry Segura. Man, I can't say it. I always fuck up the name. He is not, I swear to you, a hero. He is a bad guy. He is a mercenary. He does things for money. He kills people for money. He is one of the more dangerous people in this movie. And I thought that's what it is, because the big movie that around this time would have been Enter the Dragon, Chinese Connection, those movies, right? The foil of those were Bruce Lee's mostly like the hero and like a folklore hero or the secret agent hero from Enter the Dragon. This guy's the exact opposite. He is an anti-villain. He's a villain. He's a bad guy. So the story starts off with him like breaking this convict out of prison, right? Using an ancient Chinese punching technique. And no, it's not the bootleg Street Fighter game. But so like he gets his convict out of prison using like near death thing. It's like, I'm going to punch you in a certain spot. You're going to pass out. And when you wake up, you'll be outside. All right, ready? Punches the shit out of this guy. And like, he's like, nope, you got to stay awake for at least 10 minutes. Stay awake. And I know you can do it because you're a great martial artist like me. And he's like, then they play that theme and it plays for like 5 minutes and he gets on, he's about to be hung for crimes. And then he just passes out. And then the people are like, well, the law says we have to make sure he's physically able to die? Question mark? He's dying by asphyxiation now. Should we just, let's wrap it up, right? Let's all just go home? No. We're going to take him to the hospital and fix him up, and then we're going to hang him. The law. Fucking dumbasses. Anyway, he escapes that way. And then the mercenary collects the body with his friend. I didn't catch the guy's name. I'm going to look it up right now. The guy's name is, where'd he go? There's Sonny Chiba. Rakuzan, I guess. Well, anyway, I called him fuckboy because he's kind of a fuckboy. And he's just a helper guy. Here's a picture. That guy. There's a helper guy and it's just Sonny Chiba and his helper guy. In modern day sense, he'd be the guy in the chair. Oh, here it is. This guy. Oh, Kochi Yamada. Okay, so he's not. He's the bumbling part to add some levity to this movie, and he's like he helps. He doesn't fight. He runs, but he gets transport. He's a driver guy, right? So that job's done, right? That job's done. And then he's back at his place. He's hanging out. He's eating chicken, eating apples. And then no, not that fight yet. They keep coming back to his house. And I was like, why do you keep coming back to his house? There's another guy. The guy he saved, he's got a brother and he's got a sister. Those two people show up at Terry's house and here it is. There's him chilling out, eating an apple. And he's like, so where's our brother? Oh, he's in Hong Kong because I can't keep a fucking felon here. So I deported his ass. It's like, when are we going to see my brother? That's the convict, and that's his sister. We'll see more of her later. Because I just want to get this part across real fast. Where'd he go? Oh, okay. Anyway, you know what? Let's just go back. Oh, fuck. The movie's on YouTube. The whole movie's on YouTube and on Tubi. So it's like you can watch the whole thing on Tubi. But they start. Okay, yeah. So they're like, we don't have the money to fight to pay you. And it's like, well, I guess you'll never see your brother again. And they get mad and they start fighting one of the greatest martial artists in this universe, apparently. And rightfully so, he beats the fuck out of them. And the brother here, he decides that he's going to try his damnedest. Yeah, he's going to try his damnedest to fight. Because his sister's getting the shit kicked out of her. Oh my God, no. And he's like, no one will kick my sister. I will fight you. Here I come. Nah. Yeah. Oh, wait. Hang on. I'm going to keep going. Oh, wait. All right. Anyway. Oh. There. Come on. Just show me. Show me what I want to see. There he is. Okay. So they're fighting in his house, which is weird how this never comes back. But oh yeah, the sister tries to make one last desperation attack. The way he fights is like a mixture of, it is like Bruce Lee, but it is more like brutal. Like he punches the shit out of people and just like, fuck you, God, yeah. Get on the bed. Not my sister, you dick. Right out the window. That's how the brother dies. Right out the window. I was like, you totally whiffed this, bro. Like, he's right there. He's there. Don't kick here and I'm flying out the window. Okay. Anywho, because he's not a good guy, the sister gets sold off to a whorehouse. Told you he wasn't a good guy. He's not a hero. And she's going to work off that debt that he owes. Well, what happens then is the Yakuza shows up and offers him a job. Hey, there's this rich woman that we want to kidnap. Will you kidnap her and bring her to us so that we can have all of her money, please? And he's like, okay, what else? I need more information about the rich woman. Well, this rich woman here, she's worth $1 billion because her father owns an oil company. Her uncle apparently runs in one of the world's most powerful and like well-trained martial arts schools in the country. And that's where she stays, in that school, surrounded by all these martial artists. Go get her. So obviously he's like, go fuck yourself. I'm not doing that. Not at least for like, I don't know, $60 million in 80s and 70s money, which is $250 million. So they're like, well, fuck you. We're not paying that. And he's like, well, I guess we're done then. No, he said they offered him 6. She said he offered them 6. They offered him 6. He said 60. And they're like, okay. And he's like, all right. And I want 20 now. You better come give me 20 now. And then I'll go do it. Cause it's one of the more popular and very well-trained martial arts schools. He knows it. He knows the guy. He knows like, I ain't fighting that guy unless I'm getting paid for this. You better pay me my monies. So they're like, I don't think we can do that. And he's like, well, I guess we're done. All right, cool. Catch you guys on the flip. And he leaves. And they're like, so he now knows that we're going to kidnap this girl. And he could tell and get money out of it from anybody, from police officers or agencies. And he knows that we're the Yakuza. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess he has to die now. And even the guy that brought the middleman who brought the Yakuza to Terry, they're like, yeah, I wouldn't do that. Terry is one of the more dangerous people in the world. Don't do this. And fancy lady here, who's boss lady Yakuza, this one right here, she's like, I'm killing him. It's happening. Boom. So she sends 10 guys to his house. It does not go well for them. My man's was just working out. Then 10 dudes just bust into his place. He sends back 2. The rest are just dead. He sends one back and is like, that one that shot in the trailer is like, tell that bitch, I'm sorry we couldn't be friends. And I was like, okay. Anyway, so he, Mr. Personality here thinks, I know exactly what to do now. Now that I know they're definitely going to try and kidnap her, and I know they don't want me to tell anyone about it, I'm going to tell her that she's about to get kidnapped. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the dumbest thing and walk right into this fucking school. Right into this fucking school and just kidnap her myself. What? So hilarity ensues. He gets to the girl. He doesn't actually get her out. He just like, they have a big beef. There's a little bit of backstory about his daddy, and it's like how much he was like, because being a half Chinese, half Japanese person, he wasn't really fitting in anywhere. And his dad developed a secret style of mixing karate and Chinese boxing, and it created this ultimate killing machine that he taught his son when he was 5. And then he died as a traitor to the Chinese government and got shot in the face for it in front of his son. Kind of fucked with his head a bit. So, anywho. So, they get the girl. I don't know how they get the girl. But somehow they get the girl. Oh, that's right. She was coming out of the hotel, right? She was going to go back to England to go pick up her father's body. And they caught her mid-transit and they got her that way. Because, that's how they do. Well, oh, that's right. And he's watching her. And that's where you get that scene in the trailer where they're in the car and then a fucking crane comes out and throws the fucking car off the bridge. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Yeah, we're not fighting this asshole. Fuck that shit. We're gonna go ahead and throw this fucking asshole into the river with a crane just to make sure we get him. They don't get him. Literally, they don't get him. And instead of being the smart thing about it and shooting the car as it's sitting on the ravine bottom where he's clearly getting out and just blasting him with guns, because they're criminals, they got guns. No, they go down there to inspect, and lo and behold, he's still alive, and he comes out. And I really wish they had this in the trailer, but they don't. This is the first time I've seen a Mortal Kombat X-ray outside of Mortal Kombat. What? Yes. Hang on. Let me see if I can find it in the movie. I'll show you. Let me see. Yeah, look. There's Daddy scene. And they get the car. All right, there's this thing. There we go. All right. Yeah, look, these two assholes coming in, and they're like, oh, we got him, right? We threw the car off the bridge. He's dead. There's no way this is going to end up terrible for any of us. Not at all. Not in the slightest. I wonder. Oh, there it is. Up. There he goes. What? No, he's still there. Ah, there he is. Pop, 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 pop. Watch this. There it is. And oh, come on, not that one. It kicks him. Hang on, it's right here. This is the spot. He comes back. And this fucking fighting style is so weird, but skadoosh. What? Tell me that is not a Mortal Kombat X-ray move. You tell me to my face. That is not the exact same motherfucking move that you see in Mortal Kombat. You tell me to my face. Oh, that was this. Oh. Okay. So they get the girl. They take her to another hotel off town, and it's sitting by a river. And then this is the part where I laugh my balls off. Because our man, the Street Fighter, gets on his boat, and it goes up river, and he kicks the living shit. Really? You got the biggest part of that fucking movie was Jean-Claude going upriver to kick someone's ass. And in the movie, The Street Fighter, he did it first. Went upriver in a boat to kick someone's ass, and I laughed my fucking tits off. Wait, I was just marveling at the fact that it's like he's sitting there, right there. Oh, this fucking guy. Okay. I don't like when black folks play villains because it makes me feel bad about having black folks as villains. But this was one of the more gruesome deaths that he gave people in this movie. Let's see if I can play it. There he is. He's yeah, right? We're seeing what happens here. There's the Baroness. He's trying to do things. There's our man, Sonny Chiba, coming in through the window. Like a paper towel. Okay. All right. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap this up. Anyway, he gets the girl back. There's some fuck shit happens with the sidekick. The sidekick gives up the girl to save Chiba, and then they still try to kill Chiba, and it's like, okay, well, you didn't help the cause here. We still lost the girl, you dick. Anyway, so they take the girl to a boat. They're gonna put her in international waters. They're gonna make her sign a contract. Yeah. They're gonna make her sign a contract, signing over her entire inheritance to this corporation group, which is a front for the Yakuza, and because that's legal, whatever. And it's a cruise ship. He gets on there with his boat. He shows up, and there's what? At the time when the movie started, there was 10 deaths. So 20 people just get murked in that boat. And, well, 8 deaths. And then the 20 people get murked. And then we're down to just the last. Now, the convict, I called him the prisoner in my notes because I didn't catch his name. But he gets hired on by the Yakuza because he's a great martial artist too. And it's like, we'll get your sister out of the whorehouse that the guy put her in if you kill him. Whatever. And like, even Blue Dragon's like, I'll even sweeten the pot. If you kill him, I'll step down and give you the Blue Dragon. And you can be Blue Dragon. And he's like, sure. And this fight scene, which is pretty badass. It's raining. They're on the deck of a boat. It's 2 grand martial artists going to just fight each other to the death to win the power of the Yakuza. And he's like, if I win, then I get the girl and you guys can kiss my ass. He's like, he didn't say that, but that was the plan. And then, my man's like, this was some dumb shit. Cause like, Blue Dragon's trying to make this a fair fight. And I'll get to the reason why I have picked this picture. Blue Dragon's trying to make this a fair fight, right? But the fucking mobsters, they don't give a shit. They want the girl dead. They want the girl girl's signature. They want her money, and they don't care what happens to her afterwards. So it's like, fuck this bullshit. Fuck all this dumb shit. We're just going to get her to sign the paperwork, and then we'll throw her off the side of the boat. The end of the movie, right? No, Blue Dragon's like, no, this shit's going to go down. And so the mobsters shoot Sonny in the fucking leg. Blue Dragon kills the mobsters. What? So the prisoner and Sonny are having like this fight, and the prisoner got, his sister comes out of fucking nowhere, rope tackles Sonny Chiba, all right, like ties him up against like another fucking a railing and shit, and she's like, stab him through me! Stab him through me! What? What in the fuck? So this prisoner dude, he's been using size this whole time. Fucking stabs the shit out of his own sister in the fucking back. There he is. Stabs her in the back. Gets Sonny Chiba right there in the tit. And yeah, in the fucking rain and shit. Oh, it was a fucking beautiful scene. And let's see. Do they not have? Oh, they don't have the ending? That's garbage. They get him right in the tit. He's on the ground. This guy's about to pull the finishing punch right on Sonny Chiba's face. Just like, coming into his fucking face. And it's just the slightest head twitch. Just moves just a bit. And then, he hits the deck. Sonny grabs the dude by the throat, rips that shit off. And he like does a gym fourth wall break. It looks right dead down the lens and just like, I got it. Fucking dude died. He's still bleeding. He's like got this guy's throat in his head. He's like, End the movie. The end. They literally put the end. Movie's over. Go home. I was like, what? Coming into his face. Like, going straight for his face. I thought he was going to go for a throat rip like Sonny did. No. He went right for the face. Missed. And Sonny got him with the throat. And ripped his shit all the way off. That was fun. This was fun. And I've been trying to watch this movie. Like, my new job allows me time to watch things, but the problem is I can't watch and do things. Like, I can't take notes and watch. I have to do things. So I put this movie on for like 5 minutes and then forgot that I was at the job and I was supposed to be doing stuff. Oh, shit. So I had to turn it off. I had to come back. I had to wait for a time where I could just sit down, watch, and take notes. But the podcast comes first. So I've been doing that, doing the podcast, and then There's no time for the extra stuff. Like, the trailers are small. They take 4 or 5 minutes and I can crank them out. But this is a whole hour and a half. And I wanted to experience it because I needed to experience it. While watching on my phone, it wasn't giving its due. Right? And like watching it at home with my giant screen now, I could watch it and feel this, experience this film like I wanted to. And that was the reason why it took so long. Like, but I'm so glad I did, because it would have cheapened it. It would have cheapened this movie to like watch it any other way. Like, I wanted it, if I had the ability to find another screen, I would have put it on a bigger screen, the biggest screen I could find. Because this movie deserves to be watched in theaters. Oh, it's that good. Whew. Okay, guys. All right. That's the Street Fighter. I'm sorry that I did not watch more of his movies. I'm going to try and find a way to rectify that. If nothing else, I may just put it on, like, the retro reviews need something to happen afterwards. And my plan is to push more of these on towards TikTok as well, to make shorter versions of these. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for listening so far. Like, comment, subscribe. I will try to make more, I'm going to keep trying to make these. We're also going to keep trying to push more Twitch. We've been working on, it's just with the new job and stuff, it's just fucking up my schedule and it's not working out where I want to be. And like, keeping the podcast consistent is more important than the side hustles right now. So I'd rather keep the podcast consistent than trying to cheapen it by trying to build something else that's not going to be half as good anyway. So that's what it was. But thank you guys so much for watching this far. Appreciate it. Guys, go check out, we're everywhere now, right? Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and yeah. And we're going to come back here on YouTube. We're going to be pushing on the YouTube. And we're also going to be I'm going to try and start creating stuff for more TikTok stuff, because I feel like shorter videos, more interaction, stuff like that. All right. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. You guys have a good night.